I'm Jamison. Welcome to Jamison Corner, the show that's everything lo-fi. Let's get into it. Alright, let's get into the spotlight segment, and I want to highlight an album by artists Yasper and Glimlip. The album is called Undertones. Now, I love this album. I think it's a jazz hop, chill hop, contemporary jazz album. What I love about this album is really the richness, the lushness, the prettiness of this album. I love the fact that each element, each instrument always seems like there's space. There's just time to breathe. The guitars will be the show of one song, the piano will be another, the horns of another. And the main ingredient of every song, I feel, is the melody. The main melody of each song is accentuated by 2 to 3 instruments playing the same exact thing, so much so that those melodies get stuck in your head. And if you don't believe me, check out the songs Up the Block, Miscellaneous, and Green Heart. Those 3 songs will hit you upside the head and you'll be humming those melodies all day. So I want to give a shout out to Yasper and Glimlip. That's really hard to say. Great album. Alright, let's get into the In the Scene segment when I talk about good or bad things that are going on within the lo-fi community. What I want to focus on today is collaborations. Now, collaborations isn't only exclusive to the lo-fi community. Collaborations are a huge thing across the board in any genre. But I want to focus on the good and bad because I have my own experiences from it and I just want to give you my thoughts. So the good thing about collaborations is, of course, building relationships with other artists, similar artists that sound to you or even different ones. Whatever works and whatever chemistry that you have and that you can grow, I think is a wonderful thing. Another awesome thing about that is the cross promotion that you get. If I happen to come out with a song with another producer, I promote it to my audience, they promote it to their audience, and then we can create content together or individually to promote the same thing. So you can end up reaching new people and crossing audiences and therefore gaining new fans, and I think that's a great thing. So those are my positives when it comes to collaborations. Now the negative is really what I experience a lot when it comes to collaborations. I've had numerous collaborations where I've been reached out to send a couple tracks to a particular artist or producer, and you don't hear anything back from them. And even when you follow up, nothing happens. I've had many songs with other producers where we have started. I might work on an idea, they might work on an idea, and then it completely falls flat and you never hear from them again. I've even had a completed song with another producer that didn't come out just because they didn't like the artwork that I provided. And even when I asked for feedback or could they suggest something, they said they would reach out to me and they never did. So for me, it's been very tough and I've been very skeptical about collaborations just because all this negativity I just said leaves a sour taste in my mouth. But I feel like I'm coming out on the other side because I found someone that I really enjoy, that I've been working with over the last month, and his name is Tyler Crook. He's from Hawaii, drummer extraordinaire and a multi-instrumentalist, does it all. But we've been really cooking up some jams. I'll put some clips up here just to see in the background. As you can see, him and I have been working on some music, came out with 3 clips, and I hope that as time goes on, I'd like my next release to be a joint tape with him. So shout out to you, Tyler. I look forward to working with you more. Alright, lastly, let's get into that production tip segment. And today's production tip is something that I've released before, but I think it's important, so I want to release it again on this format. And it has to deal with Ableton and the drum rack. Something that I found from another producer, which I didn't know, is that you could put individual effects on to the different triggers on your drum rack. So you'll see in the clip, did you know you can add effects to each element on Ableton's drum rack? Go up, grab the reverb, drag it down to the snare. And now there's reverb only on the snare. All right, and that's the production tip. I hope that worked out for you. I think that's a really good tip for this week. And that's the end of this show. My name is Jamison. It's Jamison Corner, the show that's everything lo-fi. Please check out the accompanying playlist that comes with this. It's updated every week. If you really like this show, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Peace.